Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Operator wise, usually we do like challenges and whatever. Um I actually recently beat the tier 1 difficulty challenges at nighttime, all of them, which was easier than I thought, honestly. And I just thought, why not share it? Why not share people my strategies? Maybe if you have one, you can also tell people in the comments. We can kind of help each other with this. But hell yeah, if you want like the cool night vision or pants or a cap, it, if you want that stuff, then this video is for you. And if you don't even own the game and you're gonna listen to this while doing something else, hi. I hope this is entertaining. Okay, so let's do this shit. Before we... God damn, I sound like a train crash in slow motion. Before we actually get into this, one last thing I wanted to say is that this is just how I did it. Doesn't have to mean that it's like the best way or whatever. I didn't look anything up, I just did this by myself. Like, using whatever strategy I thought was good. So... yeah, maybe there's way better, probably there are way better strategies out there, but hey, I can only say what I did. And it seemed to have worked, right? So I think we should start with... let's just go ahead and start here. So the house... actually, I'm on the wrong thing. You want to go to Operation Simulation, Mission Recreation, and here. Yeah, we then want to, of course, make sure we have enough people in there. It's usually 30 enemies, but sometimes it's 40. Like a Kabul streets, but we'll get to that, don't worry. The house. The house. Starting here. I am narrating this as I play, by the way. The house, first mission, very, very easy. You need a grenade launcher. Hop on in. Make sure it's nighttime. I usually go Alpha 2. 4. Now, once we're in, you'll just wanna go and, oh god, now I'm used to ready or not. So once you go on, you wanna make sure you clear this, because sometimes there can be a guy here. Just run on this side. Check if anyone's here. Nope. Alright, then. We're gonna just start blowing the shit out of this place. And get used to that strategy. I am going to fire one grenade up there. I'm then gonna open this carefully. It's clean. Check if anyone's there. Perfect. And now we just shut the power off. And you can really just blow the fucking hell out of this place in general. We just shoot some at the windows. Watch out for them too, they can shoot out of them as well. There we go, I've already got less than 7 enemies remaining. I'll do one more like here. Boom. And next up, I'll do one here. Damn near killed myself. Amazing. And yeah, we did it. There you go. Just launch a couple of grenades into the windows and you'll be fine. Now you may see that it's only killed 28 out of 30. That doesn't mean that you have to... the achievement doesn't mean that you have to kill everyone, you just have to extract, right? Next up is the ship. Make sure you set it to nighttime, you're gonna get in. Grenade launcher once more. Alright, we're on the way. The amazing part of the ship is that it's completely broken. You will be able to just launch grenades onto the deck. As you can see, everyone's kind of dying. Doesn't really matter too much where. That one didn't detonate, but Usually you could extract right now. I might have done a bit of a shitty job here. But that's fine. Honestly, just play a bit careful. That one doesn't even open. We're just gonna kill like 2 or 3 guys and then we should be fine. Turn the power off. Yeah, I killed that guy. Let's see. See if it lets me go. Yep, there we go. I'm gonna misfire. Boom. 29 out of 30. Now. Here is Georgia. Next up, I'd like to do... We're gonna skip Georgia, Armenia, and Ukraine. These 3 for now, because this one, that's... So, Kandahar Province, Kabul Streets, Sinola Highlands, Logar, and whatever the fuck this is, Eastern Syria. These are all really easy to beat because you have the MQ-9 Reaper drone with bombs. All you're gonna do is set your guys up. Okay. And this will work on all the maps. So set them up. Make sure it's nighttime. And fly in. Alright. We're on our way. And I'm just gonna bomb the shit out of them. Just gonna send a couple more on the buildings. There we go, we're empty. Dropped one guy. Where's the other? That's not him. There we go. And yeah, pretty much good now. Really just, yeah, bombing the fuck out of everyone, and then if you want you can send a couple grenades their way too. Really just about having you engage as little as possible. Killing people, as many people as we can without having to actually enter a gunfight with them. That's the kind of the entire idea behind this. And since these maps give you MQ-9 Reaper support, you know, armed, you'll be able to just kill them all. Just be careful when you actually enter buildings. The drones usually do a good job, but yeah, doesn't always have to mean that everyone is actually dead. Most of the time it is, but not always, not always. But as long as you just kind of play it careful a little bit, you should be fine, honestly. I haven't really run into much issue killing the AI. I don't think they're super difficult. They just, in general, get a bit better. Just gonna go ahead and toss the nade. There you go. So it did its job. Didn't have to do a job because everyone's dead already. Confirm this dude, KA. And we're good here. Just, you know, be careful. I think playing cautiously is always a good idea in this. Make sure you check your corners. I always try to assume that people are still alive. Check the attack. You got one guy running around outside. Like right here. Oh, he ran away. Yeah, okay. Awesome. When we're good, call on the helicopter. And you can really just use this on all the other maps. On Mexico, you'll have to do a little bit of fighting, because they're very dispersed, and it doesn't always kill the people in the buildings. But, like I said, be careful. Check your corners, you'll be okay. Loga, the guy down here in the building, you'll have to clear that usually by yourself still. Toss a nade down there at the machine gunner, I guess. Just do some pre-firing. It's really not that hard. And we just did Eastern Syria here. Kabul streets. This is an absolute slaughter fest. People usually just die. Like all of them. I haven't actually had to kill one dude on Kabul before while doing this. And then Kandahar. Kandahar is literally like all about just blowing these guys up. It's more, it feels more like this map was made to kind of teach you how to use the MQ9, so that's easy. Just be careful. The dudes in the cave tend to survive the explosion, even if you put it on it. They might run out. 1 or 2 people, maybe 3, depending on how they spawn, but you know, like I keep saying, you'll be okay. Just play careful. Now we get to the one where you actually have to do fighting. This one's a bit difficult, and I'm gonna start doing voiceovers from here because, like I said, we'll have to do some fighting. So I'll see you in one moment. All right, so here we have Georgia. The main thing about this map is that while we fly in, we want to make sure to toss a couple of grenades, or fire a couple of grenades into the compound and on the roofs too, like you can see me doing here. Just some notes. I try to keep a couple of grenades. I don't really want to shoot them all for later. You'll see that. But mainly just try to fire on the roofs. So those guys are gone. And also, of course, on the main compound, kind of the outside area. So we can start to kill as many people as possible. Because that's always one engagement less that we have to survive. Couple you'll be shot at, but it's important that you just get off the helicopter, lay down or just crouch, and watch the stairs for a little bit, just in case anyone runs up. Okay, so once you're good and you're sure that no one's gonna come up, just crouch, make sure you use those sandbags and check your attack. Just get a picture of the battlefield and then slowly but surely start taking these guys out that are all around you. Because there's usually a good handful of people still alive. You can do this really aggressively, you can do this much slower, it's all up to you. The main thing about this position is that they can only really shoot you from 2 angles while you're crouched and behind the sandbags. That's of course from your stairs and the other roof. You'll actually be able to see in a sec. I spot a guy on the attack running up. Turn around quick. Shoot him dead. So just make sure you always keep an eye on those staircases, just in case anyone's coming up to you or the other roof. And then as long as you stay by the sandbags, you should be fine. One additional thing, there can be a guy on the water tower. So if he is, kill him, obviously. Just keep an eye on it as you fly in. He should be your #1 priority. Oh, here I actually have a great example of a mistake that's very easy to make on this map. I tunnel visioned on a guy that's been annoying the hell out of me by just running outside and inside the compound at an unreachable angle, and I completely forgot that there's still people in the buildings. Luckily, I managed to pick up on that mistake right as I was running, and I actually killed the guy. Just don't run out like an idiot like I just did here. And then, yeah, we'll get to the next steps in a second. Yeah, so here I decided to just no, ignore this dude since he wasn't really doing anything, and I took a risk. Uh, I went ahead and opened up the first door to the ground floor, just slowly peeking around the corner and engaging whoever's there. You know, it's basic room clearing, really. I think I actually got a Colette there. That's pretty cool, but um, always trying to stay in cover. That's a pretty good idea. One quick tip though, when you open the doors, they do tend to run the fuck out immediately, or at least try to. So make sure you're ready for that. Just try to commit. When you open the door, commit to that room, and then I close it just in case someone else wants to run out. I'll get an audio cue. Yeah, so here we have that with the other room. I killed the guy right at the door. Then I spot a guy upstairs. I fire a couple shots at him. I'm pretty sure that killed him, since he was kind of just hanging there. I made sure to check my left just in case that other guy comes running. And then I risked a glance inside. Nice and slow, keep the laser at that corner. And once again, I closed the door. Or at least I tried to. It didn't want to do that. Finally, there we go. And get back behind cover, check the attack. Now here's a wonderful example of why it's good to just sometimes shoot a couple bullets. He is behind that container. What I didn't know is that that one shot actually went through the fucking thing and hit him in the head. Now I made a mistake by not looking where I'm going and slipped off the stairs and broke both my legs. But that's fine, I guess. It's a mistake, but shit, man, what can I do? Uh, I'm pretty surprised this was funny as fuck. I couldn't believe this actually happened, but here you go. Just a general gameplay tip, honestly. It is good to just shoot. Bring a couple extra mags and kill people. Now, just to speed things up a little, I'd like to go over the rest. On this map, they're in the compounds, the two big buildings. They both have stairs that go into a second story. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible to clear because these stairs are wide open and there is zero cover. I've tried to do it before. Usually how it goes is you look up and just get domed immediately by the AI. So what you do instead is try to shoot some grenade launcher, nades, through the windows, which is why I said in the beginning it's good to keep a couple, or, you know, toss a few grenades through the windows in there. That's why I didn't use the grenades either in the rooftop fight, because I wanted to make sure I have explosives ready for both of the upstairs. Of course, doesn't have to mean you'll actually kill everyone, so please be careful as you go up. Just kind of inch your way up. But it's better to kill 2 out of 3 guys than have to face 3 guys like this, because it really is a horrible, horrible way of fighting. That's about it for the rest of the mission. You have these 2 rooms that you can clear. It's not that hard, like any other room, honestly. Shoot the guys, and once you're confident everyone's dead, look inside and start to check the bodies. Mainly just try to make sure that the compounds are clear fully, and, you know, look at the dead bodies. Try to look for a fancy gun. The HVTs usually have a bit of a fancier weapon, like this guy had a silencer on it, I think. And just mark him and call the helicopter in. Alright, so next up we have Armenia. Now, I personally like to go to Hotel 1 because it's at the very back end of the map and I don't have to do much walking. And that's kind of where the least amount of resistance is, right off spawn. Now you see ahead of me, that big structure. That's where they are, and that's where our first goal is. I like to either run to that tree to my left, or like I did right here, go past it and right up to those rocks. It's gonna allow me to fire a couple of grenades, trying to hit like the bottom of that roof to kill some people that might be under it. Now, you'll have to check your own attack. They're actually there. I think I got a bit of effect for it. Not sure. But, of course, we want to save at least one grenade for later, once again. One. Other than that, 2 slap charges. Make sure you bring 2 slap charges for the anti-airs. There we go, yeah, the anti-air thingies, which one of them is right here. And in general, it's an uphill battle, but as long as you keep your eyes on the attack and try to kill anyone who comes out of the side entrance there, you'll be okay. Now, if you're wondering which side entrance, it's right here. Ignore me absolutely whiffing a whole bunch of shots here. I am very surprised that I even lived here. Only got shot once, but overall, I just played off of the information of the attack. I knew there were some guys here, and kind of just used this corner to bait some people into coming into me. Holy shit, that sounded awful. Now it's quite hard to really tell you what to do or anything. This game is pretty dynamic. You honestly just wanna keep an eye on the attack, like always, and shoot whoever is in your way until you can find an opening to get to the objective. That's basically what I did for the entire mission. I just kind of played it slow and made my way forward, always, and tried to kill people who were easy to attack. Anyone who I managed to isolate or who I was able to catch off guard. That's really the entire point of this, is just playing slow and fighting your way to the objective, which is the 2 radar sites and 1 ammo depot, which is very easy to destroy. You'll see that in a second. The next objective is a little bit further away. You'll be able to sneak some glances over there with the night optic sniper rifle or DMR or whatever you decide to bring. I tend to try and go to the entrance, try to shoot inside, but then I go around, because here as well there's a side entrance which gets you pretty close to the anti-air. And in this mission I was actually quite lucky. I found a very quick opening where there was no one around that could shoot at me, or at least very close, and so I could take the risk and just run out there, plant it, and run off again and blow it up. Now, naturally, as you head towards the next objective, you will encounter a hill right outside the ammunition depot. We are gonna be using that hill to destroy it, because the ammunition depot is extremely fragile. I haven't been able to blow up the trucks with the grenade launcher. I think it takes a couple more than one, I think like 3, 4 maybe. But the ammo depot immediately blows up after just 1 hit from the grenade launcher. So to save yourself some trouble, you'll be able to just run up on that hill, fire the launcher, and be done with it. After that, slowly but surely make your way back to home, back to your extract, sorry, and call in the helicopter. Actually, one last thing I'd like to add is be careful. I'm not sure if the extra like reinforcements spawn in after a certain time or after you kill a certain amount of people, But in the previous video of mine, I've also been surprised by a bunch of enemy patrols that came out of nowhere. So maintain situational awareness. Look at the attack, not just at where you are standing, but the entire world around. Okay, so next up we have Ukraine. Now, I wanna do this a bit differently, part because I wanna experiment a little bit with this format, also because this is, I didn't really enjoy this one that much because it's just, I don't know. I'll tell you exactly what happened later. But basically, what we're gonna do is go in Alpha 2. Of course, you would set this to 30, I'm pretty sure. 30 and tier 1. Just so I'm able to kind of teach you what I was doing in a different way, I'm gonna put a 1 on easy. Basically, Ukraine. On this map, you're gonna spawn in here. What I recommend you do is walk around in a wide circle. Make sure in the beginning I stayed like behind this river. You can get on some ridges and just walk around this area, this compound, or not compound, this little town here. Walk around it in a wide circle using a DMR or a sniper rifle with night optics to start killing as many people as you can. Most of them will be here by the objective. You'll also find some people out here. And a couple of patrols will be scattered throughout the outside area as well. So you'll just have to try to track them down and kill them yourself. The problem with the Ukraine map is that at some point you are gonna get to see a BTR driving in and parking like right about here, I believe. It parks like there. That BTR is gonna drop off a squad of soldiers. I want to say like 6 to 9 people, so you will definitely have to fight a lot more people. When that happens, be careful, the BTR does not like you. It is not your friend. The gunner is gonna kill you. Luckily, the gunner seems to be very, very drunk, and he's both shit at aiming, and you have to be fairly close so that he actually shoots at you. Now, the way to destroy the BTR, or the way I did it, was to get to this house here. This house. Because there's this little corner, or this little wall, kind of. I'd say it's kind of like a fence, I don't know. But this one's solid, and you can kind of walk behind this. You'll wanna peek here, right on that edge, because that will allow you to look down here, where the BTR is gonna be like right here, somewhere around here. And you'll be able to shoot at the front of that vehicle with the grenade launcher. And when you do, quickly pull back. Are you good? Are you good? Are we good here? There. There's that snout. There's the snout of the vehicle, the front. And yeah, you'll have to do that 4 times. So give him a second. Let him have his temper tantrum. BTR hates it when you shoot at him. Kick around again. There we go, that was right on him. Nope. Leave me be, we'll be good, we'll be good. There's 3, I think. No, one more. Yep. It's glowing. You'll know it's dead when it's glowing. Big boys burning. Well, that's about it, honestly. Now, I am semi-happy with the video. Could have probably done a bit better, but I just, you know, time. Don't have it. If you enjoyed, I'm happy. I hope this helps someone out there. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know, man. We'll see that. I'm not gonna ask you to do anything. I just hope you have a good day.